Hello everybody, welcome to the 2019 North American International AutoShow held at the Cobo Center in Detroit. And instead of doing the usual, here's this really cool car that I liked show, I decided to do an awards show. And to kick off this season, we have the award for the most copyrighted car, that going to the Mahindra, definitely not a Jeep. Well done for receiving that award. It has almost everything, nothing in common with the original Willys Jeep. I can't see any resemblance at all. So, good job there, Mahindra's designing department. Well done indeed. And then we have the Best Looking Award. Nominees include the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, the Lexus LC500 Convertible, the Honda Acura NSX, this crazy concept car from Infiniti that looks like the Mach 10 racer from Speed Racer, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, and the winner of this award is the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. And it's a shame, too, because this is one of the best-looking cars in the world right now, I would argue. When you're breaking down, you can stare at it and all, because it breaks down a lot, apparently. So, at least you have something to look at on the side of the road when your engine's giving up. Shame. Just a shame. Now we have the award for the best truck, with the nominees including the new Jeep Gladiator, the Ford F-150 Raptor, the Ram Rebel Concept Off-Roader, and the winner, the Lego Chevy ZL1, whatever it is. And it took, I think, 2,000 hours to complete, and it's made entirely of Lego. Now, the best sports car. The nominees for this include the Lexus LC500. This is a very prestigious award. The Lexus RCF Track Edition. The Alfa Romeo. The Toyota GT86. The Toyota Supra, and the winner being, well, the only answer here, the Ford Shelby GT500. This has 700 horsepower, 0 to 60, less than 3.5 seconds. It has adjustable aerodynamics. It is a full-on supercar, pretty much. But it's got a sports car price. That is one heck of a deal. Now, on to the best sedan of the show. The nominees for this award, very important to me at heart. The Kia Stinger GT, for just being perfect in every way for just $50,000. This is the modified version, but there was a standard version at the show. I just did not get a picture of it. Good job, me. The Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio Giulia. The Subaru Impreza S209, and the winner, the 2018 BMW M5 600 horsepower all-wheel drive, currently holds the world record for the longest drift at 250 miles. So, there you go. Keep drifting around that trophy, BMW. Keep doing you. Now, the award we've all been waiting for, one of the most prestigious at the show, the best supercar. The nominees include the Corvette ZR1, the Dodge Viper SRT GTC Coupe, the Nissan GTR R35, the Ford GT Heritage Edition 2019 in the iconic Gulf livery, and the winner, the Lamborghini Aventador, just because you'll love that 6.5 liter V12. It is an absolutely glorious sounding car, Not to mention the looks, one of Lamborghini's top trumps, if you will. Now, there were so many race cars at this show, I had to split up into 2 categories. So, we're starting off with the best closed-wheeled race car. One with closed wheels. No open wheelers allowed in this one. The nominees include the Toyota Supra NASCAR on the right. The Toyota Supra S, the Super GT Supra. This one only races in Japan, so very interesting to see it, here. The Subaru Impreza rally car in the most iconic paint job of all time. The World Championship winning Yaris WRC car. The Cadillac Championship winning DPI car from ISMA. And the winner being the Kia Forte Touring car. For a very specific reason. It's got my type of engineering. First off, it has an absolutely massive wing on the back. Very impressive there. Then it also has a crazy body kit and exhaust coming out of the hood. It really is the complete package for me, that's why I picked it as the best. But now we move on to the open-wheeled cars. What is the best open-wheeled car award? The nominees include the 2019 Honda Indy car with a terribly tiny wing. It's a little disappointing, that one. The begrudgingly cool-looking Nissan Formula E car, which looks like a Batman-designed race car. And the winner, the Alfa Romeo Formula 1 car. I did not expect the Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 team to make an appearance, but it did. I've never seen a Formula 1 car, and I'm glad I have, because although I hate the sport, I hate the drivers, and I hate the racing that goes on, I will admit, these cars are on another level of technical engineering and skill. I will begrudgingly admit that, and I think the Alfa Romeo has a beautiful paint job. If only they could win. But, Mercedes has something to say about that. We move from a Formula 1 car to the best SUV. There's only 2 nominees. The Ford Explorer ST, which is existing for some reason. Because who doesn't want a fast Explorer of all things? And the winner, the Mercedes-Benz AMG G-Class 4x4 squared, tuned by Brabus. That is a mouthful and a half for a name, but it is very fast. It must be terrifying driving that vehicle because it's very high-riding off-road suspension with a Brabus V8 producing several hundred horsepower. Now, the best custom cars. Nominees include, these are the cars that are tuned by someone. The nominees include the RK Rally R35, the RK Rally Lamborghini Aventador, the 1,000 horsepower Elephant-powered 1968 Dodge Charger, and the winner, the crazy 4x4 tracked GMC Sierra Arctic Explorer, which I love this truck. I'm glad it came back for another year because it is a brilliant machine. I love it. It's my type of craziness. We move on to the best value for money because you can't, let's be facing, you can't afford race cars, nor can you drive them on the road. So these are the best road cars for the money at the show. Starting with the nominees, including the Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye, the Ford Mustang GT 500, the Toyota GT 86, the Toyota Supra, which by the way starts at just 49 grand. I did not expect that, but there you go. Toyota Supra is also a nominee, and the winner was just 120 grand for its price. The Chevy Corvette ZR1. This is a supercar beater. It goes 208 miles an hour. It's got 755 horsepower, all for just 125 grand. What a way to send off the C7 model and the front engine model as we know it. Now we move on to the Mightiest Wings category. What is the biggest wing at the show? The nominees include not this, but the Toyota race car, the Toyota S200 Supra race car, which I sadly not include because I'm an idiot. My bad on that one, sorry. They also include the Shelby GT500 solely for having, well, active or adjustable aerodynamics. Another nominee is the Lexus RCF Track Edition, another impressive wing, but not quite super big. Then we have the Alfa Romeo Sauber four-wheel car for just the sheer technical innovation on all of those wings and vents and everything. It is a bit crazy on that car. The Yaris World Rally car with the wing bigger than most hatchbacks on the back of it. The Kia Forte Touring car with the, again, very impressive wing on the back of that car. But the winner, the Cadillac DPI car that raced at ISMA this year because of, well, the airplane fin on the back of it, pretty much. It is a very impressive wing with the gurney flap on it. Very mighty, takes up the entire back end of the car with the fin. A well-deserved crown, I will say. We now have the opposite of that, the worst car of the show. Nominees include the Toyota Prius, because it's a Prius, just look at it, it's hideous. The Mahindra for being blatantly copyrighted. And the winner, the Ford EcoSport. For A being spelled eco but pronounced echo. Good job, guys. Second, for looking like a Escape, got ran into and shrunk about 2 feet off the back, so it's all disproportioned. And C, for having 123 horsepower, an all-wheel drive with a 0 to 60 time of 10.5 seconds. It takes a minute to get up to 60 in that thing. So we move on from that to the Best in Show. Nominees including the Lexus RCF Track Edition. Now, some rules for this. The cars have to be road legal, otherwise this will be filled with race cars, for me anyway. The GT500 is also a nomination, the Ford GT500. The Aston Martin V8 Vantage for being ultra classy as usual. The Subaru Impreza WRX STI S209. The Lexus LC500 convertible for being gorgeous. The Toyota Supra will claim the title, though. This is the winner for the best car in show. Very good. Round of applause to the Toyota Supra for winning that award. It is well deserved. I love it. It's got great stats. It's cheap. I think it looks gorgeous. Now, this is just quickly before I head off. This is a Kia Stinger, but it's not just any Stinger. It's from Australia. It didn't really fit in any specific category, so I just kind of threw it in here because I think it's a very interesting vehicle. Police car from Australia, don't see that very often. But that is going to be it for this episode, and I'll be back with more.